Seek not the stage. Seek not the spotlight, but rather seek integrity and authenticity behind the scenes. It's how you conduct yourself when no one is looking that will determine the level of authority you walk in public. We are rewarded in public for the work we do in private. Govern yourself in the shadows with integrity. It's what you do behind the scenes. It's the work you put in, the sacrifices made when no one is looking, when the world is sleeping and you are serving. It is only then, at that moment, you will find deeper fulfillment. It's what we do when no one is with us. Mentally, before we see whatever the improbable feat make up in your mind, I've already won.
You want to know what I do? My heart knows only virtue. My might upholds the weak. My words speak only the truth, and I am sworn to valor.
True warriors have no reason to be cruel. They do not need to prove their strength. Warriors are courteous even to their enemies. Warriors are not only respected for their strength in battle, but also by their dealings with others.
This is the body of a rock. You will not be moved. You may abandon your body, but you must preserve your honor.
You see, in their last moments, people show you who they really are.
In the end, there will be only chaos. Warrior, gather here and heed to my words, for they are uttered from the crucible of relentless battles. Do not fear the chaos. I stand before you, not as a god, not as a myth, but as a warrior who has faced the abyss and the gods above and emerged undefeated. It never gets easier, but you will get stronger. I know it seems impossible, but nobody is born a warrior. You choose to be one when you refuse to kneel, when you refuse to back down. You choose to be one when you wait for no God to give justice. You are the one who delivers it to yourself. We will die seeking justice, not vengeance. Vengeance is but shadows of the past. Vengeance will not build our future. I will not be bound by chains. I will not be weighed down by regrets. Do not pray for lighter burdens, not when your fate is balanced between construction and destruction. I had nothing, no family, no money, no friends, no life. My hands were used only for war. I spent all my time alone. The deep loneliness burned me out little by little. My path was dark and twisted, and I lost my way constantly. But each time, I found myself again. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Being alone has a power that very few can handle. I am stronger than I used to be. If you give up, you are not a warrior. A warrior does not wish upon the gods for an easy life. A warrior rises and builds their strength each day. so they can endure the most difficult life. I have been a destroyer. My anger drove my blade to be sharp, but my true strength was not found in the rage that lay within me, but of the compassion that binds me to those I swear to protect, to those I open my heart to. It is time for you to let them all know that if we must die, we will choose to die standing, rather than live kneeling under anyone's gaze and opinions. I do not care for disappointment. I no longer have expectations of others. Not everyone has our strength. You, boy, must remember to protect yourself when the day comes that I can no longer be by your side. Keep your expectations low, boy, and you will never be disappointed. No one believed in me but me. I believed in myself. There is no one who built my path and fate. No god, no legend, no other warrior except for me. You too must build your own path and destiny. It is your road, and your road alone to walk. It doesn't matter if you're tired. It doesn't matter if you're hurt. You must keep going. Walking through the fire is hard, but you did not come this far to only come this far. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. If your path demands you walk through hell, walk, and make even the hands of death shudder by your presence. There is no retreat, no surrender, not where you come from, not with that you have been through. A choice from the gods is as useless as the gods themselves. The generations before you failed. You will be the one to do the impossible. The pain you feel today, the loneliness, the battles, will be the strength you feel tomorrow. Until you are broken, you will not know how fast you can rise and show what you're made of. Work for it. Work until you have the strength and discipline of a warrior. Work until you are undefeatable, and no one can take anything from you. Zeus, your son has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus. On your journey, you will be attacked by all manner of creatures. Fear is the path to the dark side, and you must never go down that path. Do not let your fear lead you into anger and hate. Your journey must open your heart. Allow yourself to feel for them, even if they feel nothing for you. It matters not what they think, not when the only world you need to care about is within your body. The cycle ends here. We must be better than this. When it's over, I don't want to wonder if I have made my life something worthy or something real. I don't want to find myself full of fear, frightened or full of regret. I don't want to end up simply having been in this world. I will not let myself be conquered. I will be the one to conquer myself. I am not a creature that was born. I am the fire that was set. The hands of death could not defeat me. The sisters of fate could not hold me. And you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge. In the darkest hour, come. Call on me, boy, and we will fight them together. For you and I are not at the end. This is our awakening. There are 5 dangerous faults which may affect a general. The first, recklessness, which leads to destruction. The second, cowardice, which leads to capture. The third, a hasty temper, which can be provoked by insults. The fourth, a delicacy of honor, which is sensitive to shame. The fifth, over-solicitude for his men, which exposes him to worry and trouble. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. A good commander is benevolent and unconcerned with fame. Treat your men as you would your own beloved sons, and they will follow you into the deepest valley. Quickness is the essence of the war. He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. All warfare is based on deception. Hence, when we are able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. When we are near, we must make the enemy believe we are far away. When far away, we must make them believe we are near. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. In battle, there are not more than 2 methods of attack, the direct and the indirect. Yet, these 2 in combination give rise to an endless series of maneuvers. When strong, avoid them. If of high morale, depress them. Seem humble, fill them with conceit. If at ease, exhaust them. If united, separate them. Attack their weaknesses. Emerge to their surprise. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life. Whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. Water shapes its course in according to the nature of the ground over which it flows. The soldier works out his victory in relation to the foe whom he is facing. Disorder came from order. Fear came from courage. Weakness came from strength. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight, even though the ruler forbids it. If fighting will not result in victory, then you must not fight, even at the ruler's bidding. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. A clever general, therefore, avoids an army when its spirit is keen, but attacks it when it is sluggish and inclined to return. This is the art of studying moods.
The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. All war is deception. All wars are won or lost before they are ever fought. It is more important to outthink your enemy than to outfight him. The greatest victory is that which requires no battle. First, make yourself unbeatable, then go to war. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Move swift as the wind and closely formed as the wood. Attack like the fire and be still as the mountain. Let your rapidity be that of the wind, your compactness that of the forest. Move not unless you see an advantage. Use not your troops unless there is something to be gained. Fight not unless the position is critical. Rouse him, and learn the principle of his activity or inactivity. Force him to reveal himself so as to find out his vulnerable spots. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose. The height of strategy is to attack your opponent's strategy. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of the trigger. Leadership is a matter of intelligence, trustworthiness, humaneness, courage, and sternness. Using order to deal with the disorderly, using calm to deal with the clamorous, is mastering the heart. The peak efficiency of knowledge and strategy is to make conflict unnecessary. Do not engage an enemy more powerful than you, and if it is unavoidable and you do have to engage, then make sure you engage it on your terms, not on your enemy's terms. Convince your enemy that he will gain very little by attacking you. This will diminish his enthusiasm. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. good fighters of old first put themselves beyond the possibility of defeat, and then waited for an opportunity of defeating the enemy. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. Plan for what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. When your strategy is deep and far-reaching, then what you gain by your calculations is much, so you can win before you even fight. In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. The opportunity of defeating the enemy is provided by the enemy himself. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. Thus, the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. We are not fit to lead an army on the march unless we are familiar with the face of the country, its mountains and forests, its pitfalls and precipices, its marshes and swamps. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting.
Step by step, walk the 1,000-mile road. You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain. If you are not progressing along the true way, a slight twist in the mind can become a major twist. This must be pondered well. Develop intuitive judgment and understanding for everything. Truth is not what you want it to be. It is what it is, and you must bend its power or live a lie. Accept everything just the way it is. If there isn't discipline, how can there be a true realization of an ideal? See to it that you temper yourself with 1,000 days of practice and refine yourself with 10,000 days of training. No man is invincible, and therefore, no man can fully understand that which would make him invincible. Anger. Control your anger. If you hold anger towards others, they have control over you. Your opponent can dominate and defeat you if you allow him to get you irritated. In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. To win any battle, you must fight as if you are already dead. Approach the enemy with the attitude of defeating him without delay. Do not let your opponent see your spirit. If the enemy thinks of the mountains, attack like the sea. And if he thinks of the sea, attack like the mountains. Fixation is the way to death. Fluidity is the way to life. Too much is the same as not enough. Do not regret what you have done. Do nothing that is of no use. Never be jealous. Never stray from the way. Never let yourself be saddened by a separation. Do not hold on to possessions you no longer need. Choose to live by choice, not by chance. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. Determine that today you will overcome yourself of the day before. Tomorrow, you will win over those of lesser skill, and later, you will win over those of greater skill. When in a fight to the death, one wants to employ all one's weapons to the utmost. I must say that to die with one's sword still sheathed is most regrettable. Perception is strong, and sight is weak. In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close, and to take a distanced view of close things. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. You have to be seen to be believed. I would rather go to any extreme than suffer anything that is unworthy of my reputation or that of my crown. He who masters his passions is better than a conqueror of a city. Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. Never make a defense or apology before you are accused. The man who walks with wise men becomes wise himself. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. It's all to do with the training. You can do a lot if you're properly trained. A fool is wise in his own eyes. We all need to get the balance right between action and reflection. With so many distractions, it is easy to forget to pause and take stock. Your own soul is nourished when you are kind. It is destroyed when you are cruel. It's worth remembering that it is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. A soft answer breaks the rage. A tough answer encourages the fury. If we are understood, more words are unnecessary. If we are not likely to be understood, they are useless. Words kill. Words give life. They're either poison or fruit. You choose. A good name is rather to be chosen than riches. As the water reflects the face, so the heart reflects the person. Who is the wise man? He who sees what's going to be born. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you know not what a day may bring. Don't let anyone get comfortable with disrespecting you. The smarter you get, the lesser you speak. It's dangerous to be an honest man. Behind every successful fortune, there is a crime. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I am kind to everyone, but when someone is unkind to me, weak is not what you are going to remember about me. I'd rather stay quiet than explain my plans to people who do not care. I have learned more in the streets than in any classroom. To survive, be patient. Watch, listen, and say little. To win, be patient. Survive, plan, and then strike swiftly. There are 3 sides to every story: mine, yours, and the truth. Don't tell me what they said about me. Tell me why they were so comfortable to say it to you. When you make an example of someone, make sure that everyone knows what the lesson is. Punish 1, teach 100. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. I don't want to kill anybody, but if I gotta get out that door and you're standing in my way, one way or another, you're getting out of my way. When they come at what you love. Forgive, forget. Life is full of misfortunes. If I can die saying, life is so beautiful, then nothing else is important. All problems resolve themselves, given time. Misfortunes always come in by the door that has been left open for them. Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking. And don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again. It don't make any difference to me what a man does for a living. You understand? This is business, not personal. They feared me because I feared nothing. A lawyer with a briefcase can steal more than 1,000 men with guns. The richest man is the one with the most powerful friends. You, buddy, are stuck in a situation you created. So, if you want to throw bad looks somewhere, throw them at a mirror. Be reasonable. Among reasonable men, problems of business could always be solved. There's no such thing as good money or bad money. There's just money. My father taught me many things. To keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. You can get much further with a kind word and a gun than you can with just a kind word. You can be successful and have enemies, or you can be unsuccessful and have friends. I am like any other man. All I do is supply a demand. Life is about making choices that you can live your life with. Love is about making choices that you can't live without. Blood makes you related, and loyalty makes you family. Loyalty is an expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap men. Even if I walk by myself, at least I know I'm with someone I can trust. Your new life is going to cost you your old one. When you love someone, you've gotta trust them. There's no other way. You've got to give them the key to everything that's yours. Otherwise, what's the point? You want to make a deal? You can have my answer now if you like. My final offer is this: nothing. I'm not mad. I'm proud of you. One day you'll learn to hit 'em where it counts. An eye for an eye. This is business, not personal. You understand? You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Give yourself a gift, the present moment. Curb your desire. Don't set your heart on so many things, and you will get what you need. You become what you give your attention to. No person is free who is not master of himself. In your actions, don't procrastinate. In your conversations, don't confuse. In your thoughts, don't wander. In your soul, don't be passive or aggressive. In your life, don't be all about business. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. I begin to speak only when I'm certain what I'll say isn't better left unsaid. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. I judge you unfortunate because you have never lived through misfortune. You have passed through life without an opponent. No one can ever know what you are capable of, not even you. It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Conceal a flaw, and the world will imagine the worst. Settle on the type of person you want to be and stick to it, whether alone or in company. Steel your sensibilities so that life shall hurt you as little as possible. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Whatever can happen at any time can happen today. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? When will you begin that long journey into yourself? The moment you accept what troubles you have been given, the door will open. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. It's good to leave each day behind, like flowing water, free of sadness. Yesterday is gone, and its tale told. Today, new seeds are growing. Be motivated like the falcon. Hunt gloriously. Be magnificent as the leopard. Fight to win. Spend less time with nightingales and peacocks. One is all talk, the other only color. I know you're tired, but come, this is the way. Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. You were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You are not meant for crawling, so don't. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. The breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. Grief can be the garden of compassion. If you keep your heart open through everything, your pain can become your greatest ally in your life's search for love and wisdom. Hardship may dishearten at first, but every hardship passes away. All despair is followed by hope. All darkness is followed by sunshine. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. What you seek is seeking you. Everyone has been made for some particular work, and the desire for that work has been put in every heart. This silence, this moment, every moment, if it's genuinely inside you, brings what you need. The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Seek the wisdom that will untie your knot. Seek the path that demands your whole being. If you can step away from your need for approval, all that you do, top to bottom, will be approved. Why do you stay in prison when the door is so wide open? Life is a balance between holding on and letting go. As you start to walk out on the way appears. If light is in your heart, you will find your way home. Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Your task? To work with all the passion of your being to acquire an inner light. Whatever you want, ask it of yourself. Whatever you're looking for can only be found inside of you. Every moment, I shape my destiny with a chisel. I am a carpenter of my own soul. Study me as much as you like. You will never know me, for I differ 100 ways from what you see me to be. If you're irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. In each moment, the fire rages. It will burn away 100 veils and carry you 1,000 steps toward your goal. If night never came, people would waste themselves pursuing all that they desire. They would give their own bodies to be consumed for the sake of their desires and greed. But night appears, a treasure of mercy. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. Sorrow prepares you for joy. It violently sweeps everything out of your house so that new joy can find space to enter. It shakes the yellow leaves from the bough of your heart so that fresh, green leaves can grow in their place. It pulls up the rotten roots so that new roots, hidden beneath, have room to grow. Whatever sorrow shakes from your heart, far better things will take their place. Anything which is more than our necessity is poison. It may be power, wealth, hunger, ego, greed, laziness, love, ambition, hate, or anything. Anyone who genuinely and consistently with both hands looks for something will find it. Peaceful is the only one who's not concerned with having more or less. Unbound by name and fame, he is free from sorrow from the world and mostly from himself. You have seen your own strength. You have seen your own beauty. You have seen your golden wings. Of anything less, why do you worry? Wisdom tells us we are not worthy. Love tells us we are. My life flows between the two. Don't make yourself miserable with what is to come or not to come. In the blackest of your moments, wait with no fear. Patience is the key to joy. When you feel a peaceful joy, that's when you are near truth. What hurts the soul? To live without tasting the water of its own essence. Everything about yesterday has gone with yesterday. Today, it is needed to say new things. Let yourself become living poetry. Do not feel lonely. The entire universe is inside you. Why are you so enchanted by this world when a mine of gold lies within you?
It's the first step. It's the first day. There are some things I cannot control, and that's okay. Because I control the most important spirit, the warrior within. I have the energy to nurture and help others. I will crown the year with nurturing energy. This year, I will make rest a priority, self-care and self-love a mandate. I will make my peace of mind my new standard. I will heal every single day this year. I will be grateful for now, and I will be grateful for what is to come. I will wake up with strength and clarity of mind. I have more strength in me than I can imagine. I welcome new opportunities to grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I have indestructible confidence. I have an unbreakable mindset. I am committed to achieving all that I have been destined to achieve. In this moment, I am fearless, I am ready, I am brave, I am courageous. Each day, I will be grateful for another chance to live life, to feel air in my lungs and the beating of my heart. I will remind myself of the ways in which I have grown and the things I have overcome. I will become who I need to be. I will embrace the power that I have now. All I have is all I need to continue on in my journey. I am loved. I am necessary. I will let go of what does not serve me. I will live in the moments that deserve my undivided attention. One at a time, I will conquer. Leave my fears and negative thoughts behind. I will remain focused. I will know my potential. I will know my strengths. I will know my compassion. I will know what I value. My ability to grow is endless. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am growing, and I am changing for the better. I did not come this far to come this far. I will continue to move forward. I will ready myself. I will condition myself. The time is now. It's time to tell my story. I will not give up. I will not give in. I will not quit. I am a warrior. I will master the shadows. I will master private integrity. I will conquer in the dark. I will master behind the scenes. My private life will align with my public calling. I am a warrior. It's the first step. It's the first day. There are some things I cannot control, and that's okay. Because I control the most important spirit, the warrior within. I have the energy to nurture and help others. I will crown the year with nurturing energy. This year, I will make rest a priority, self-care and self-love a mandate. I will make my peace of mind my new standard. I will heal every single day this year. I will be grateful for now, and I will be grateful for what is to come. I will wake up with strength and clarity of mind. I have more strength in me than I can imagine. I welcome new opportunities to grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I have indestructible confidence. I have an unbreakable mindset. I am committed to achieving all that I have been destined to achieve. In this moment, I am fearless. I am ready. I am brave. I am courageous. Each day, I will be grateful for another chance to live life, to feel air in my lungs and the beating of my heart. I will remind myself of the ways in which I have grown and the things I have overcome. I will become who I need to be. I will embrace the power that I have now. All I have is all I need to continue on in my journey. I am loved. I am necessary. I will let go of what does not serve me. I will live in the moments that deserve my undivided attention. One at a time, I will conquer. Leave my fears and negative thoughts behind. I will remain focused. I will know my potential. I will know my strengths. I will know my compassion. I will know what I value. My ability to grow is endless. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am growing, and I am changing for the better. I did not come this far to come this far. I will continue to move forward. I will ready myself. I will condition myself. The time is now. It's time to tell my story. I will not give up. I will not give in. I will not quit. I am a warrior. I will master the shadows. I will master private integrity. I will conquer in the dark. I will master behind the scenes. My private life will align with my public calling. I am a warrior. It's the first step. It's the first day. There are some things I cannot control, and that's okay. Because I control the most important spirit, the warrior within. I have the energy to nurture and help others. I will crown the year with nurturing energy. This year, I will make rest a priority, self-care and self-love a mandate. I will make my peace of mind my new standard. I will heal every single day this year. I will be grateful for now, and I will be grateful for what is to come. I will wake up with strength and clarity of mind. I have more strength in me than I can imagine. I welcome new opportunities to grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. I have indestructible confidence. I have an unbreakable mindset. I am committed to achieving all that I have been destined to achieve. In this moment, I am fearless. I am ready. I am brave. I am courageous. Each day, I will be grateful for another chance to live life, to feel air in my lungs and the beating of my heart. I will remind myself of the ways in which I have grown and the things I have overcome. I will become who I need to be. I will embrace the power that I have now. All I have is all I need to continue on in my journey. I am loved. I am necessary. I will let go of what does not serve me. I will live in the moments that deserve my undivided attention. One at a time, I will conquer. Leave my fears and negative thoughts behind. I will remain focused. I will know my potential. I will know my strengths. I will know my compassion. I will know what I value. My ability to grow is endless. I am resilient. I am radiant. I am growing, and I am changing for the better. I did not come this far to come this far. I will continue to move forward. I will ready myself. I will condition myself. The time is now. It's time to tell my story. I will not give up. I will not give in. I will not quit. I am a warrior. I will master the shadows. I will master private integrity. I will conquer in the dark. I will master behind the scenes. My private life will align with my public calling. I am a warrior.
Fortune favors the bold. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. To not dare is to lose oneself. Through endurance, we conquer. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. He who is a man of courage does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. Valor grows by daring, fear by holding back. Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you were meant to be. Courage isn't having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the courage to persevere and endure despite every obstacle. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Without courage, we cannot practice any other virtue with consistency. The warrior, guided by the spirit, serves humanity. The warrior without serves the ego. Courage is the greatest of all virtues, because if you haven't courage, you may not have an opportunity to use any of the others. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Courage is the mastery to fear. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. The best way out is always through. Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. The secret to happiness is freedom. And the secret to freedom is courage. Cowards die many deaths before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. I know somehow that only when it's dark enough can you see the stars. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. Where there's hope, there's life. It fills us with the fresh courage and makes us strong again. Don't get discouraged. It is often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind, next to honor. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. Bravery is being the only one who knows you're afraid. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Courage is being scared to death and saddling up anyway. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. There is nothing in this world so much admired as a man who knows how to bear unhappiness with courage. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. I beg you, take courage. The brave soul can mend even disaster. You must develop the mentality of the warrior, who will enable you to face and overcome any adversity life throws. Warriors want a worthy opponent. A warrior has to believe, otherwise he cannot activate his intent positively. A warrior may change his mettle, but not his heart. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by those who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. I know what I'm capable of. I am a soldier now, a warrior. I am someone to fear, not hunt. The greatest test of courage on the earth is to bear defeat without losing heart. Either life entails courage or it ceases to be life. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. To a brave man, good and bad luck are like his left and right hand. He uses both. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible. Then they seem improbable. And then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Dare to be strong and courageous. That is the road. Venture anything. What is to give light must endure burning. Rise up, warriors. Take your stand at one another's sides, our feet set wide and rooted like oaks in the ground. Learn to love death's ink-black shadow as much as you love the light of dawn. Here is courage, mankind's finest possession. Here is the noblest prize that a young man can endeavor to win. Toil and risk are the price of glory. But it is the great thing to live with courage and die leaving an everlasting fame.